The manifest variables that typically do correlate with brand equity depend on your size of your brand and on the category that you're in. So a brand new luxury product is going to be much more dependent on salience. The problem with salience is it's hard to get. It's sort of lightning in a bottle. Whereas a brand that is much more rational is going to be much more dependent maybe on affinity, that promoter score, and probably category awareness or awareness of the category and then awareness in the space. But it's just going to depend on where you are, and it's always worth looking at that again and again and again. That analysis I just described is one of the places where what is traditionally market research really becomes absolutely in the marketing analytics and measurement domain.
Yeah, because it all comes down to, in that causal chain of events of marketing action, we decide to changing brand equity to sales, where do the strongest connections exist? And that's an analytics question.
Yeah, it is. And it's also, by the way, it's not just marketing that's going to be affecting that. And this is where you get into the fuzzy area of marketing analytics versus general customer analytics, or whatever you want to call it. But ultimately, if I'm interested in sales, I want to know everything that's driving sales.
Yep.
And if I'm interested in brand, I want to know the components of the brand that have to do with advertising. But I also want to know the components of brand that have to do with everything else. For a CPG, the components of the brand are going to be, taste, distribution, retail distribution, in-store distribution or shopper marketing, the advertising itself, all the earned media. All of that comes together and layers over time. Whereas if I'm in the software space or the B2B software space, it's probably much more going to be dependent on word of mouth and on the degree to which executives are exposed to that brand at events and things like that. It's just going to depend.